Yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to the channel. And if you're not subscribed, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you can get all of my content. Don't forget to hit that bell as well so you can get notifications of when my videos are dropping. Guys, Champions League final tonight, PSG versus Bayern Munich. And you guys can follow the whole game. We're doing a live watch along today, starting from 7:30 tonight, so we can pick up some Arsenal news and go straight into the game. So you'll be joined by me and the panel in a live watch along, and we'll let you know what we think about the game as it goes on. But hope to see you guys join us there for some fun and celebrate the Champions League final together. But moving on, guys, I've been saying for the last week now from my reports that the Gabriel situation for Arsenal was a done deal, and it's funny now because everyone else is starting to report it. Independents just jump up in it. Sky Sports are now reporting, and agent Fabrizio Romano is also reporting that it's a done deal. And really, guys, there's been two things that have been major players in this instance. And the first thing is Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta personally phoned the player and talked to the player about where the direction that he was taking the team. And what I like about it, the fact that they won the FA Cup was probably a big swing as well, because players want to go to teams that actually win things. And let's remember, guys, how many times Arsenal's won the FA Cup? 4 times in the last 7 years. And that bodes well for anybody coming in, because there's a tradition there at the club that the club is successful and the club wins honours. And listen, players play because they want to be successful and they want to win. Yeah, you remember all the stuff that you do when you're a player, but it's the winning, it's the medals, it's the success. That is what players really play for. And this is important because there are a lot of teams after this guy: Everton, Man United, Man City, Napoli, PSG. But what's important here is we talk about when Liverpool was finishing 8th and Jurgen Klopp came in, and on last night on Sunny's show, I was making the point that Klopp got them to the Champions League in 3 years, league title in 4 years. And I believe Arteta can do that with Arsenal. I really do. And look, if he doesn't, he doesn't. But my belief in him and his belief in what he's doing and the players' belief in him is what's driving this narrative forward. And I think for us guys, as fans, we need to get behind the team. There's a lot of fickle fans that I've been hearing over the last 24 hours. This isn't the time to be negative, guys. This is the time to get behind your team and be positive. Get behind your manager, get behind your players and support the team, yeah? This is the time to do that right now, because Vinay has made it very clear that he's not happy where the team is right now. He knows the fans are not happy with where we are right now, and they are changing the culture. And as I said on Sunny's Unfiltered show last night, the culture has to change from the foundation. That is behind the scenes. It doesn't matter what you do on the pitch. It doesn't matter which players you bring in. It's what happens at the foundation of the club and the structure of the club and the money management. That is the thing. That is the key to success, guys. Making those things happen, making players understand that they are in a winning mentality. And that's what Gabriel has found, that the conversation with Arteta, he got to understand exactly the direction of the club, and he was sold. And when I look at the likes of Fabinho, Salah, Mane, all these players coming in, Van Dijk, they never had no Champions League football. They never had no titles or anything. They joined just on the ground that Jurgen Klopp was a great manager, successful, and he won the league title twice against the best Bayern Munich team that was out there, yeah? A Bayern Munich team in his prime. Klopp was able to get 2 titles in the Bundesliga with Borussia Dortmund against that top Bayern Munich team. And when you've got a record like that, that's why I wanted him to become the Arsenal manager. When you've got a record like that, guys, you're a leader of men, and it's that mentality of being a leader of men which is what makes players galvanize behind you. And that's exactly what we're seeing with Gabriel here. So listen, we know that things have been fleshed out, that there's a medical, we know that there's been a contract agreement, yeah? Although the finalization, when they talk about finalization, they're talking about incentive clauses and things like that, the small print. And that's what they're going to iron out tomorrow. From what I'm aware, Elstree Village Hotel, which is just around the corner from me, that's normally where the Arsenal players go in and stay after they sign contracts. Word is that he's going to be staying over there for the next few days. Until he finds out what's actually happening and they get this one closed and bag. And as I reported a week ago, I'm expecting a photo shoots earlier this week. and hopefully we should see something Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on when they get this thing bagged. But with Lille, they played their game last night against Rennes, the season opener, and obviously Gabriel was left out of that team. They drawed 1-1. It was a game where they kind of really struggled. They only had 5 shots. I think it was 1 on target. Rennes had about 16 shots and 5 on target, and they were getting pretty much pummeled. And it just goes to show that, you know, and I was looking at that previous record with Gabriel in there. They were only surrendering less than 10 shots per game. And as soon as they leave the guy out, what happens? They start hemorrhaging shots. And listen, this is what quality defenders do. And I really do hope to see this deal over the board and get finalized now. We're at the latest stages, and everybody's starting to report now from all sources that this is happening. So it's really good to see everybody catching up to speed. Remember, I reported it before Arsenal Fan TV. Yeah, so stay here at this channel if you want to get the update on what's going on, guys. I will tell you what I know from my sources. And look, guys, sometimes sources do go by the wayside. Sometimes things don't happen. That's because people change their mind. That's because contracts can't be finalized. That's because medicals fail and all these different reasons. So I kind of knew from last week the way how things were going that this was a 90% deal that was being done. You say 90% because you always have to formulate players' personal terms, and that's where things can get a little bit sticky. Sell-on clause. And with Arsenal, what they did is, although it was 27 million, they actually bumped up the figure to 30 million to ensure that that pay-on clause that they had to pay was covered. So that's actually smart business from Lille, because what they've done is they've sold the player and they haven't lost any value in his clause because they've bumped up the evaluation of what they had to pay or what they had to lose on a sell-on clause. So for Arsenal, look, I remember when we lost Ashley Cole because of £5 a week. Yeah, we were offering 50 grand. He wanted 55. We didn't pay it, and then he was gone. I remember when we was signing Mark Schwartz, the goalkeeper from Fulham, and we were offering 1.5 million. They wanted 2.5 million. Little things like that, fine lines, guys. Little things like that where Arsenal in the past have failed to get these things over the line. So it's a really good sign from Arsenal, the fact that in previous years under Wenger and Dick Law, Arsenal would have just said, you're bumping up 3 million. Remember Higuain, yeah? Higuain was at Real Madrid. Arsenal bidded 22 million for him, which was an agreement. And then because other teams started coming in, yeah, Napoli and Man United, Chelsea started coming in for him, Real Madrid thought, oh, this guy's in demand. So they bumped it up to 30 million. And what did Arsenal do? They pulled away. Yeah, because they didn't want to move on their evaluation. So this shows that Arsenal are willing and they're ambitious, and it's a really good sign to see. And I think hopefully things moving forward, we'll see more signs of this happening, and we'll see a team that is trying to get back to the glory days of where they are. But guys, overall, Champions League football tonight, and I can't wait to see you guys, and we'll have a nice little laugh and a good chat, and you can join me in the panel. I'm going for a Bayern Munich win, guys. I'm going for 2-1 Bayern Munich. I just think that these guys are playing out of their skin at the moment, and I think they are demoralizing teams with their talent. Their ball movement is superior, and their defense is very good, and I think those are the things that PSG is slightly lacking. But don't count PSG out, man, because this is a very, very big test for Bayern Munich tonight. But we'll see you guys at 7:30. Peace. Right back at you, man. Nice one.